I'll give you all the locations we can go to. And then if you'll want to give your input. I don't think we can go to that first one. So, we can go to the Tunnel City. So, below the smithing grounds of Stonefang, the Tunnel City is a system of pathways that gave the city its name. Legend has that deep inside, beyond the molten swamps, is a grave for dragons. We grinding first? No, we're just getting into it. We're just gonna pick somewhere else to go. Upper Latria. Church devoted to an idol that mimicked the queen and gave its prisoners a ray of hope. But no doubt, a deep malice awaited them, poised to mercilessly dash what faint dreams they had. So this world, this is 3-2. Or actually, would be better. So this is 2-2. This is 3-2. And this is 4-2. So the last one will be the Ritual Path. The Adjudicator bestows the demons of heroism upon the deserving dead, who are delivered by the Shadowmen to the depths of the Shrine of Storms, where they're cleansed by bright water and mourned by the Swarm. Yes. Found your old Xbox 360 has been stored away for like 6 or 7 years. Still boots up nicely. Need to get it cleaned. Absolutely. Although Xbox has actually been doing a pretty good job on backward compatibility and whatnot, so you can get probably a lot of the games, I think, at this point. Rude says 2-2. Okay, we'll go to the Tunnel City. I do actually have a new armor set, so actually let me gear. Game Pass, right? Yeah, they've put, like, for example, if we're talking about, like, I don't know, like Gears of War, I think most of those are on Game Pass now. So we have the Burrower armor, which is high flame resistance. I guess we're keeping the helmet on. Sell out. Hey, I'm not advertising anything that's not a good deal. And we can flame resistance ring on top of it. We'll probably just keep the... Actually, wait. We'll keep the flame resistance ring. Honestly, I'm been pleasantly surprised with Game Pass. I have definitely put a lot more hours into games that either I would not have or would not have spent the money on. I played Halo Infinite. I played the campaign. $60 game for no extra charge. Hashtag ad. Which runs in stark contrast to flexing the PS5. So I can't be sponsored by both at once. That would be impressive if I could. Do I have all the weapons that I need? Ironic. It would be impressive if I could. Oh, look at that person. They're probably fighting the armor spider. Good luck to you, bud. You're gonna need it. Oh, why are we so slow? We'll have to check the armor loadout in a moment. Yes, bleed. There you go. So yeah, if you're under 50% equipment burden, which is that number that's kind of above my head, like, oh, I Well, I don't have the reach that way. Then you'll be able to roll fast enough to get away from most situations. Not sure if we can dodge the mine carts. They do explode. And any of these little gold shiny orbs. Peepo run. Yeah, Rude, go enable Peepo run if you're ever going to play DBD. You should. Ow. I have flame resistance, but probably not that much. Although that was pretty good. Full moon grass. They love it. Do you have any other heals? This is fine. I mean, technically it is. We're just rocking all the flame resistance at once. Do I have the... Well, it's fine. We're looking very post-apocalyptic with the armor right now. But hey, it's flame resistance, and I'll take it. Bug. Gimme. All right. Still super confused with how there's so many in here, because they typically despawn in most Souls games. But now I'm kind of curious if I can... So I still haven't proven the theory whether I can just keep running in here and doing it. A little slashing never hurt anyone. I kind of agree. Also, how do I get over here? Maybe you were supposed to blow up the cart? Nah, I don't think so. It would be... It's a good thought, though. That would be amazing. Because the cart actually has to originate, like, up here. So, like, the tracks start here, so... It would be amazing if we could actually, like, push it down there and kill them all at once. But, yeah, I don't think that's physically possible. Okay, into the bullshit we go. So lots of flame-based enemies, a couple of dudes with pickaxes and whatnot. Hate these things. Like, I don't know if this thing is flame-based or magic. It's kind of unclear. I don't know why that didn't explode. Is that a wisp? Hey, yes, it's a lesser wisp. Annoying little bastard. God. Rude, I need to play Risk of Rain with you at some point. Survivors of the Void. That was the agreement, right? Assuming you're going to get the expansion. Over here. Most likely, yeah. Yeah, I'm being honest with myself. Like, I'm probably going to get it. Alright, can I get through this level or area quickly? Alright, we don't need to go to the right. We've already picked up all the stuff up here. Any more items? Yeah, one more. I was trying to see how Rex plays. Thank God I unlocked his second ability. You will have to tell me what that ability is. I can't... Like, if you tell me what it is, I'll know. The filth demands.
Oh, hello.
Hey, you got anything? You do have some cheap heals, so maybe I'll buy a few. Oh, the just shooting without the health loss. It's the not, I don't want to say mortar, but it basically, you're just raining shots out of the sky. Is that the one you're talking about? Yes. Thanks, Floops. You should not fart in this area? Probably not. You will have a bad time with all the lava. Alright, these things are not worth killing for the most part. Because of all the damage that we don't do. Even if you do cause a bleed. You're just gonna... I mean, I don't care about this particular weapon. But yeah. This is just annoying. They have a huge health pool, and they're very resistant to, like, everything. Yeah. Alright, coming any further? So we'll bait him this way, we'll run around. Pee on it. If only that worked. Okay, I've gone that way. The ultimate power. Peeing on it. God, am I getting myself turned around now? Probably. This area is kind of cool. I mean, yes, but also no. It's also kind of mildly frightening. Because of shit like this. Ow. Oh, run, bitch. Yeah, even with that kind of flame resistance, that really hurts still. Oh, good. We're invaded. Good way to start the day off. I don't see any path through here. Because I don't think I can get up there. Probably Flooper. He does have the power to do that, and plus, he kind of knows where I am, too. Floops, if you stream snipe me somehow, I'll be mighty upset with you. I'll take away your command. That's a dead end. Yes. I knew it. I knew it all along. Should we equip our sword in here? Perhaps? Probably. I don't know if the Phantom can figure out where I'm at. If I get hurt, it will. I just keep going around in circles now. Yeah. Back to Lava River, I guess. I'd like to go run and get that, but I don't feel all that confident. Is there another exit? There's two or there's three? Maybe 2-2 wasn't the right move? Who knows? Okay. That one's ass blocking me. I did say it. Wait, did we find... No, this is going back, I think. Unless... Move, I got a bug over here. Ah, there's no way I got it. Wait, I've been here before. Ha! They left. They left because they got bored. They couldn't find me. I mean, I would have probably left as well. Oh. 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 Well. Wait, fuck. Like those were heals. What do I have? Clearly I'm holding all the items for whatever reason. Wrecked. That's actually what I was kind of hoping for, is like they would just be like, I'm not dealing with this maze of bullshit. But then, like, you have to be in the area to invade somebody, I think. Alright, I assume this is boss time. I think they were waiting for you here. They could have been. And if that's the case, fuck them. I was content to take my time. Alright, so we had the flame resistance ring and the regenerators ring on. Yeah, plus we had the flame resistant armor. It's really a question what this boss is made up of. Let's try the scythe first and see how we do. Like 10 to 1 that this is a fire boss. Oh, hey, who would have guessed it's a fire boss? I'm so surprised. Whoa. Diablo 4? I don't know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Alright, we're doing pretty decent. Like... He doesn't seem like he hits too hard. Yet. Take a little heal. I am kind of wondering if I have the wrong weapon, though. Now's probably not the time to switch, though. What's she doing? And I don't think we can bleed them. What the shit? Can you stop backing yourself into corners? Ow. Ow. The fast monkey. I agree. Ow. Okay. My dodges are dog shit right now. And we're dead. That really wasn't that bad, though. He wasn't doing a crazy amount of damage. I was just not dodging. We've seen the patterns. I'm gonna say this is gonna be... Hold on. I think we're going to try and poison the boss. If that's even possible.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on you.
Plus, we had a lot of moon grasses that we set back here, too. So, there's that. All right, what do we got? We can't use the large sword of moonlight because we, moon ass. Probably just want something with blunt damage. Where are you? It's either going to be poison or I'll use... I do have this moon short sword, too. This dragon sword does what? Hold on, let's check.
You have a heart of gold.
No. Alright, this does magic damage. This doesn't do anything special, so we'll put away the dragon sword.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
No Morning Star. I think we're good with these three. Stash the shield. Stash that. Stash that. And I don't really need any duplicates of rings here. All right, now give me all of these, 2 of these. Black pine resin does fire, so that's not going to do any good here. Bear bug grains, we'll take those too.
You have a heart of...
Shut up. He's trying to tell me I have a heart of gold. How do you know that, sir? How do you know that?
It's betray your souls. No interest, I can tell you're not going to last.
It's because I realize I don't have any money on me. We should be fine. I don't think I need to really repair anything. Okay, back into this. We'll pop a stone of ephemeral eyes right when we get to the boss door. I could put the cling ring on. But unnecessary unless I think I'm going to fight the boss in phantom form, which I could do. Yeah, as soon as I get close to these, you put the ass ring on, you can summon me for unlimited times. That's a dangerous game. Very dangerous game, Floops. But you also only have 1 HP, right? We could try this short sword since it does magic damage. It's got to be one of those things. Like, it's just science of, like, what combination do we need? Shut up. Ow. I could die. But I don't care. To this dude, don't care. What's up, my man? Oh, that hit me? Alright. Cool. Yeah. We have so little health. Ahoy! Hey, Toast! How are you? Welcome into my pain and suffering. Doing well, how about me? You know what? I'm good now that it's the weekend. I think I think that's the right way to describe things. Not a very fun week of work, but we are done with it for now. And we gave ourselves the other little challenge to get into the weekend. How was Horizon yesterday? Did you get much farther? And I assume you're still enjoying it. I hope, at least. Days and weeks are blending into one now, especially with Horizon. Yeah, I did find myself lost in it, at least for a little while. I streamed the PS4 release of it all the way back. I don't even know how long ago that was now. Well, at least 2 years ago, I'd say. Ow. I don't even know why I'm fighting this dude. I have no need to fight him. I almost dodged into that like a smart person. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing that. You're amazing, man. Thank you. If I knew how to read your name, I would say hello over there on YouTube. But thank you for stopping in. Did another 6-hour stream. Beyond amazing with that game. Keeps blowing my expectations away, and I went in. Yeah, beyond amazed. For a second, I thought, like, wow, Toast, you got some confidence on you already. Those that don't already follow Eternal Toast, go check his channel out. He has a very nice setup. I will say he has a nice production quality as well, and I can definitely appreciate that. I think he has a pretty nice microphone and all that. I believe, gosh, he's not a marine biologist, but he's damn close to one. Name is Ahmed. Well, welcome to you. Nothing wrong with a little misplaced confidence. Thanks for the shout. No problem. No problem at all. He has a nice mic. At least I thought it was, or it's. I don't know. He sounds nicer than I do, but he may just have a naturally more pleasant voice. Than listening to me, at least. Alright, let's try not to die to this man again. You gonna swing at me? Thank you. I hit the top. 2 hits and we die from him. Educational stream for sure. Yes. I learned more about whales and sharks in probably a few hours than I've probably ever learned. So yeah. Using your SM7B, yeah. I could tell. It does sound like a really nice mic. I have, well, I would say a couple notches down and a few $100 less in the, oh gosh, what am I blanking on the, I think it's SM58. That's what I have. I looked at the SM7B, but I'm like, am I rich? No. Okay, so they do whatever bug I kill. Chop. Chop. They do permanently despawn. Clear stone, sharp stone. These aren't your mom's souls. On my stream, you only learn about ASV. Well, that's why I come into your stream. The only complaint would be that it needs some boost behind it to get volume, but the Go XLR helps enough. Yeah, the Go XLR is, from what I know of it, well, I mean, I'm using a Go XLR Mini, but I believe it can drive that microphone by itself, is what I heard. Actually, SM7B and the SM58 have essentially the same guts, just a different housing built around it. I thought there was a slightly different frequency range too, but maybe I'm not well-versed enough in mic tech to know. Yeah, the SM7B looks like, you know, you're like in a legit podcast mic, except for like the SM58 that I have is just like I can't really show it, but it's like a performance mic that it's a handheld. The de facto crystal area, yeah. Except for there's no invisible areas. All right, we'll go ahead and pop a stone here. We'll do it now, because I don't feel like dying at this point. Well, I don't feel like dying because of low health at this point. Oop. Oh, you bastard. That's okay. We'll take our health back up. The Go XLR can push it well enough, but for those without, you need a mic preamp or booster of some sort. Yeah. Cloud lifter or equivalent. I know enough to be dangerous. I use the 58 and the 57 with a lot of bands I played in. The Beta 57 is actually my favorite vocal mic on stage. Bug. Well, this is awkward now. But yeah, even the little ones, look how much damage they take. This is probably not even worth it. Yeah, the flying brigade's gonna come down and murder me. So maybe we just leave that behind for now. Nope. Yeah, we're just bypassing all this shit. You know, now that I think about it, I think we actually might be able to shortcut this if we went the other way. And we put on the cat's ring. Because I do have one of those in my inventory. The huge lava mite. It's what's it called? It's like a, I swear it's like called a bear bug or something like that. I think that's the name for it. All right, we good? Still have yet to venture into the Souls games. They look fun enough, but I hear they take a lot of practice not to get wrecked all the time. It's hard to describe. Like, oops, accidentally hit the trigger on that. Basically, there's going to be that initial learning curve that will hit you super, super hard, and that may last anywhere between, I don't know, a week or two, depending on how much you play and how, adept you are at, that type of game, or at least timing and dodging, I will say. So, like, once you get past that curve, that's when the game becomes fun. But so many people are deterred by that initial getting destroyed. I very much had that experience, too. So I started out in Dark Souls 2, and I played it for, I'll say, probably about a week. I didn't know what I was doing, didn't know where to go. I went into the wrong area somehow because I didn't know better. And I stopped playing the game for a month. Came back, figured out, oh, hey, there's a different area you can go to, which is way easier. And then I ended up loving the game. And then I've played probably, I don't know, probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like 200 hours worth of Dark Souls 2. So that was my experience, but yeah, it's very easy to get frustrated. I will say that. Did I finish Halo yet? I did. We finished it in, I think it was 6 total streams. Can we not? Oh, good, thank you. Let me run through this real quick, and I think it was the far end that we needed to go into. Be right back, gotta check my pizza. A man named Toast checking his pizza. What's wrong with this picture? But by all means. Opinions on Halo Infinite. So the game was good when you got actually indoors into like normal, like classic Halo levels, but I don't think the open world added that much to the game. It was just kind of it very quickly became I don't know how I want to describe it. Like, it quickly became boring going place to place. And there was one mission in particular that is just running around in the open world the entire time. And that really annoyed the crap out of me. But like the shooting and other stuff in the gameplay was all great. Yeah, story-wise, I feel like nothing happened at all, though. It's not that nothing happened, and I'm trying not to be too spoilery for anybody who hasn't played Halo Infinite yet. They were very much trying to get to a certain point with the story. And yeah, so in the end, maybe it kind of does feel like nothing has happened. So yeah, I would call it was good. Like it was fun. It was fun to play. Like grappling around with Master Chief. Like that was like easily the best part of the game, far and away. Apparently there'll be more, right? Like some DLC, same game but DLC type stuff. I'm actually not sure because, and the reason I say that is because it was such a long development cycle that I don't know if they are ready to make more. Because Halo Infinite, in certain places, didn't even feel finished to me. So, if they have DLC ready, then I would actually kind of be surprised. Okay, let's fight a boss. And I don't need poison heal. Thanks, Chief. Also, if you want to redeem, right now it's hydrate, stretches, and, well, basically we'll just say generally exercise. If you do, well, I'll just do it. It's simple this way. Yes. You can do exclaim items to see what's available right now. Gains is me. Basically, I'll go do 10 push-ups or something just to get me moving a bit. And I'm going to add more stuff. Maybe some camera manipulation, maybe some more fun sounds. Need to be fueled up before a boss? You're right. You're right. All right, enough delaying. Let's do it. Round 2. That's pretty good damage. I think this is the right play with. Ooh. Fuck. I think like one or two more. Yeah, never mind. I just keep getting caught in the big... Whoa, why did you get all... Hey, look, it's me. The Flamelurker. We got a little bit burned on that. Can you stop with that shit, man? It's almost like I gotta wait until he does one of his big moves. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to take the bear bug grains. Yeah, we just need to stun him like that. That wasn't fair. He ass bumped me. Oh, fuck. Actually, wait, now. Damn it. Whoa, that was interesting. That was greed souls. He barely caught me. Unfortunate, but that was a good run. Knocked off about half the health. Yeah, we're just taking that splash damage from when he's ground pounding. Tickle his butt cheeks. We'll try. We'll try. All right, so we'll put the cling ring back on for right now, so I can have a little more health, so I don't get invaded on the way down. But I think that was the right weapon choice. The other thing is we will use the bear bug grains. We will be super flame resistant. Yeah, it looks like there will be more story, including your online Spartan being a part of it. They're copying GT Online. How's that gonna work? Like, do you go raid bases with your fellow Spartans? Like, I don't understand. Well, at least they've got some sort of plan with it. At least buy him a drink first. Yeah, at least take him out first, Floops. Come on. Be a gentleman. Plan. There may not be. Like, I was kind of thinking, like, it had to have been in 6 years of development hell for a reason. I would really like to see somebody do the documentary work on what happened there. Like, somebody like No Clip, which is actually a really good YouTube channel that I reference quite a lot. I don't know. I enjoy the stories of how video games were made, and like what circumstances caused certain things to happen, or like learning that like certain parts of a game like might have been like a mistake. I think, and I can't remember. Top points. Do I have that one on? Also, Highcraft. You bottom. Doesn't look like it. I say that one works. I will have to go take a look at the section underneath. Ma and I are lurking at dinner. Hello, Sumi. Hey, Mama Sumi. So, V, have you been turned into a henpecked husband yet? No. Nothing is really... Nothing's changed since I've been married. Like, we've just gone back to normal. If anything, we're both more lazy now because all the wedding stuff is done. We're just like, I don't want to do anything. It took like so much planning and stuff out of us. You know what we call a henpecked husband in Danish? Isn't that pussy whipped? Would be the equivalent. Can't wait till we have that session. to plan at the end of the March. Yeah, Uber is getting married this year. And then I have 2 weddings to be a part of this year. And then I think I'm done for hopefully a while. Oh, am I stuck? Oh, God. No, get down here. You don't get to leave. We call it, I assume that's not an O. It's not Taffelhelt, which translates to Slipper's Hero. I don't know. I hang around in shorts in my house all day, so is that the same thing? Thank you for the hydrate, Craft. Hello again, Mama Sumi. Everyone's here? Yeah, everyone is here. To hopefully not watch me throw against the boss again. Do I still have the cat ring in my inventory? I can't remember. Yes, I do. Vegan to help ensure I'm proper lubricated in spirits. I will do my best, sir. As you all have done for me. Yeah, we're gonna try and shortcut this. Actually, we're gonna go back up. Drink, he commands it. He paid the money. That is water. I had coffee before, which apparently Starbucks has a blonde roast that has double caffeine, which is what I had today, and that's probably why I'm functional right now. Yeah, we're working on voice commands and other things for people. Yeah, Uber, I will make that same offer to you. If you have something you'd like to say to announce yourself to the stream, feel free to send me an audio clip. It doesn't even have to be your voice. It could be just anything you want, as long as it's not going to get me in trouble. Chief as well. Holy, why did you have so much stuff? I guess we're just going to cut through all these guys. And I feel kind of bad because they're not, like, actively attacking me. But I know they will. Like, if I get close enough. Oh, God, that... Ooh, I almost got 2-tapped there. That's not good. I've pissed them off now. I would really not to lose my healing right here, but I have to. I don't want to die. They're so buff. It's. Oh. All right, let's not fuck around too much. Okay. Are you done? They do have a lot of materials for upgrading swords and whatnot. Oh, good. You don't have a pickaxe. Judging by this Euro whip sound for Uber. I mean, I don't know. I mean, at this point, like, if you're already in the planning stages, I feel like you kind of already are. That may differ from person to person, though. It's hazing. Everyone does it. All right, we'll equip the cat ring so we don't die from falling. Nice. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I can't imagine anything double caffeine. I've been off that stuff for 14 years. Well, that's great. I don't know. I don't sleep well enough, so it's just a perpetual cycle. I have weeks where I just don't have any caffeine at all. Like, I kind of challenge myself to do it, and I can get through it just fine. It's just... I'll end up screwing up my sleep schedule at some point, so it's just like... Any progress I make in that to permanently stop is, like, never works. I have too much blood in my caffeine system. Ooh, we almost took a long fall there. Everything's fine. We might die. Yep. Was that worth it? Probably not. Yeah, oh, whoops. That's why I haven't been going that way. But it's the shortcut. Ow. Move the fuck out of my way. Give him the jukes. Okay, let's try this again. Except for less dying. If I stop coffee now, I'll probably wake up in 2063. Kraft, did you go hard on coffee before you had kids, or... Or is that a more recent thing? How the hell did you get down here? Part of me feels like I should have been scared at that, but... Guess not. Currently drinking a hazy IPA. That sounds fantastic. I wish I had beer, but I am being good for now. I've got beer brewing. It will be ready on February 13th, I think. Beer belly, more like it. I was a barista. Stopping that job gave me the shakes. Yeah, I can see if you're just around it all the time, it just becomes like a natural thing to do. I hear a bug, but I don't want to. I don't want to press my luck and die again and have to do this shit all over. So, we're not going to do that. Is the beer ass flavored? It is not. We have one like one is like a it's kind of like a holiday. I think it's this way that we need to go, right? It's kind of like more like a beer you'd have around Christmas time. It's got like cinnamon and spices in it. And the other one I want to say is a porter, if I'm not mistaken. Also, who? Say, what died? I have no idea what died. Yeah, there's a specific type of porter, and I can't. The name of it is like the type of it is escaping me at the moment. But yeah, I should have lots of those bottles soon. Curse you, top two. Well, number one and number two are. I don't want to be on the leaderboard, but it puts me there. Piqued my interest, V. Yeah, I remember you saying that you do like porters, Rude, and I do as well, especially with how cold it is, and we've gotten quite a bit of snow in Ohio over the last month or so. I took a Bud Light Cola Seltzer and hit it with a little Bam Emerald Lagasse JMO. That sounds blasphemous, Uber, but I will trust you because I don't know. I have blind faith in you sometimes. All right, so we're gonna pop the bug grains, and when we get in there, what else do we need? I don't think we need anything. I mean, I could use the regen. But that's not, like, in the middle of a boss fight, we're not going to be able to run away. Okay, so then we will pop this. Full health gauge. The grains. Now you know is poison for the wedding day. You know, we'll have to figure out what that's going to be. I've got time. All right, let's go, big boy. Okay, so if you hit him in the back is what stunned him. Ow. Noted. The short sword sucks there. Can we not? Butt slashes. Ooh, he kind of got out of it. Butt slash. If we say it, we make it. We speak it into existence. I'm fine with sitting back for a moment. Except for when he does that move. Starts hopping now. Okay. Our grains have worn off too. Sure. That was unfortunate. Alright, we need to disengage a little bit. Chopper time. That was kind of bullshit. I think we're going to heal again. It's 2 slashes, and then we get... Okay, well, 1. If we don't want to get hit at all. You're dead. Come on. You're going to die. Just don't throw. I said don't throw. Ow. We're going to die now. Yep, we threw. We threw, like I said. That was a dumb heal. I should have just ran. I should have just run away. Okay. Well, we've got the strat down. However, I just need to be a little bit smarter about when I'm engaging and disengaging. When we do that, we also need to take the lock-on off and then run. I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. Throwing for content? Yeah, we did throw there. We threw real hard. I'm not going to get too mad, though, because this is just a matter of time, I feel like. Flex the PS5. You two can die and throw with this dual sense controller. How's that for promotion? You think Sony would like that? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, really? I don't believe that hit me. Somebody check the replay. Souls retrieved. My God. Let's try it again. Time travel. You know, I should have, I had a nice replay thing going, but I ended up taking that off. Oh, wait. I need to put the cat ring back on. And the reason I took it off was so I could have RAM freed up on my stream PC for something else. Coming soon. Trademark. Kenny Blankett's most painful elimination of the day. God, I love Most Extreme Elimination Challenge. Fantastic. Get on. Captain Tennille. Let's go down to the captain. this is fine. You know what? That's actually better since I don't even have to worry about the worms at that point. All right, so cat ring off, fire ring back on. The only thing is we don't have the grains anymore. Oh, okay. I know what's dying now. The miner dudes up top, they're probably trying to follow me, or they fell down into the pit. Also, I feel like I missed... Oh. Sorry, I totally missed your message, Francis. Stream Elements bot is so full of it. The audacity. There you go. Now I caught up. And I apologize, Francis. I totally missed that. Off themselves from your sheer brilliance. Yeah. Well, we didn't hit him this time. Well, may as well just jump down into the pit. Alright, we have very little healing, so we need to be a little bit smarter on this whole thing. I guess I'll die, right? Okay. Also, why didn't he get stunned as I take 2 like cheap hits in the very beginning? Okay. Let's back up. Back it up. Okay. Weird hitbox, man. Also, what's over here? I'm curious. Don't mind me. I'm just grabbing this. I deserve to die for grabbing that. I was hoping it was more heals. So Dr. Trouble and I just made up a good redeemable. It's called Flex the PS5. When it's redeemed, it turns on a camera that shows the PS5 on a pedestal spinning around with lights around it. You just need a second PS5, but it's all for a good flex. I mean, I can't think of a better idea. I will, maybe we'll have to implement that. Quality idea. Alright, let's see if we can run through here again. I feel like it's super random on whether, yeah, like that, on whether they get to swing. Pre-record it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of, just disconnecting the one I have. Like, point my camera at it. Somehow get a spinning... Actually, I do have an idea. I think I've got like a, yeah, Lazy Susan. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, we'll mount that up. We'll put it on like a little pedestal. Get some fancy lights. That trank part of reminded me of Ace Ventura 2 when he's shot with a trank multiple times while running and getting progressively numb. You're kind of right. Except for they run like that even when they're not tranked. No, if we fall like that, then we die. Call me Gratha Stewart. Yeah, we have like a little, like, it's supposed to be a spice rack or something like that, but I feel like I could figure out a way to make it spin. Okay. We have 3 more stones to get full health. Our heal situation is still pretty poor. Nope, we want a 2-hand. Yeah, cat ring off, flame resistance ring on. Regenerator's ring, I guess, is fine. Okay, let's do this shit again. Effortless? Not completely. Okay. Uncool, man. Uncool. God, we're doing worse. I probably shouldn't even use the heal. We're just in a constant state of being on fire now. I don't understand. It's like sometimes he wants to get stunned, but other times he won't. You know, I'll take my free hit there. Gonna back off for the moment. The short sword is kind of screwing me a little bit. So basically, if he combos me, I'm fucked. Yeah, there's no way we heal enough. I was hoping he would get stuck in the corner. Kinda did. Excuse me? There's also an item in one of the corners. I think it's this one. I want to grab it because it might be healing, but I'm not sure. What I'm trying to do is just get back to a little bit of health. Okay. Yeah, just that little bit of reach. Ow. Oh, we're fucked. Never mind. Not fucked. I could have gotten 2 heals off there. I don't want to do lock on camera. What? Oh, we can't go there. Well, that's not what we need. Questionable hitboxes. If I can get basically, unless I have a title. How to get my run? Or some of the lines. Probably not good. Let's get something again. We can just keep doing this forever, but let's get that. So we'll take our first still. Yes, 5 thing. Yes. At least it's going to be place. That's how we're doing. This is fighting. This is close. She's not really this fight. I wish you would just kind of like hop at me or something, because then I would at least be able to. Ooh, there you go. Like, that's the only way I can guarantee that he won't hit me. Ah, I would have to cross the flame to do that. Yeah, maybe if I could just keep at distance. What? How did I not? Okay. How am I not getting hit? I must be just out of his range as he's hitting. Nope. That's not it. Come on. Okay. This is so unbelievably awkward. Ah, no. He got me a little bit. That's fine. You gonna jump at me? What are you gonna do? Ow. Oh, he almost pursuit angled the shit out of me. Okay. Okay. He's had enough of my shit. Oh, I can't use it? Oh, because I'm already... I get it. I get it. So it's not like Dark Souls where you can just pop a human effigy for a heal. Oh, we're dead. No, we're not. How are we not dead? No, he lost. Okay. I do need healing. I'll come back in a sec. He had enough cheese. We started getting a little more confident. So that was basically why that happened.
Well, we've long been acquainted.
Yeah, you've got what I need. Give me 4 of those. Actually, you know what? Do we just do 8? Yeah, screw it. We'll just do 8.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, he has like the cheapest heals I've seen. Okay. We've got 8 of those. And then we can pop a stone when we get there as well. I think I have, what, 2 left? Yeah, I have 2. Crap. That is a quality clip. That is the true version of that clip in every sense. Anyways, V, I'm gonna head off and get some rest. Have fun getting your ass ripped in half. Thanks. I'm having a great time. We'll get it. We will get it. Oh my god. Please let me through. Not this time. Good night, Floops. And let me really quickly. Go check out Floops. He is streaming Ghost of Tsushima, which I hope to be cool enough to play one day. Why are you right here? Well, I just wanted to equip my cat ring. Can you guys not right now? High-risk maneuvers right now. Sheesh. Did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. Okay, we can fix it. It's this one we need to go into the corner on. Die, bug. You know, on a secondary thought, I have another idea for some cheese. Gotta go, and I'll catch you later, Rude, I'm sure. Have a good stream. I don't know how much magic damage this thing will take, but I could at least fire off the 2 or 3 shots that I have. Could be worth. Any little bit helps against the boss. Keep that on. We'll do flame resist again. Hi, Bandy. I assume that's your lurk face. So thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful day and Friday and evening and all that stuff. It's a sus face? Who's being sus? What did I do? I mean, I probably said something. It could be a lurk face, too. Okay, we'll use this. I just like to see what people admit to. You'll get nothing out of me. Actually, you know what? I will say. I'll admit to one thing, and that was memeing around a bit in Effie's server, Discord server earlier. There was a full-on mutiny happening there, which I thought was quite hilarious and may have contributed to in the tiniest bit. Aha! It's the only thing I could think of, at least on the spur of the moment. Alright, we will try and go for cheese strats on this boss a little bit. And hopefully not die. Ooh, that actually does pretty good damage. Plus it stuns a bit too. Alright, I think we've got like one more magic shot to use. But yeah, it's a full-on stun. Okay, now normal mode. Damn it. So jumping strats or... This works too. No stun. Of course, thank you, game. I mean, that hit, but... Let's not overstay our welcome. Oh, you double backstabbing bastard. That's the one we like. Again, no stun. Ow. Oh, I thought you were punching down. Okay, well, we're gonna have to burn another heal as soon as we can make him... Okay, now's a good time to heal. No. Okay. Hey, we just take that little bit of damage from touching him. That was dumb. That was not the time. There we go. Untouched on that round at least. I don't know if I'm... Fuck. That was stupid. Bedtime for Francis. Good night, Francis. I will talk to you tomorrow. For me, at least. Tomorrow. I will read the rest of your message when I'm not in the midst of running away. Oh, fuck. Why did I do that? Okay. We're okay. We're okay. This is some more of attrition shit. Ow. Oh, God. Let's not do that right now. Come on. Punch at me. Thank you. This is basically the same strat as before, just slightly modified. You gonna hop back again? When he does like a... Nice. When he does the double punch down, it seems to be when he's like immediately ready to attack again. But maybe that's just a timing thing. Okay. That wasn't too bullshit. Okay. Just need to keep working like this. Don't get comboed. That's like the one thing that can't happen. Okay, that wasn't a good space for it. Not that one either. Okay, he's getting jumpy now. I didn't even roll on that one. Come on. Oh, fuck, we missed. Ah. Okay. Nope. Not close enough. Fuck. Run. Full run. No greed souls. No greed souls. There we go. Fucking die. The key is just running away repeatedly. Coward strats. Clip. Is that a command? I didn't even look. Was that 6, 7 tries? Something like that, I feel like. Clipping on mobile is a pain in the ass. I know that for sure. Could probably do it from the Twitch dashboard. Well, we'll try it. And touch this. Searing Demon Soul. Underground Temple next. At least for this area. Archstone of the Flamelurker Demon. Ages ago, a fire demon was imprisoned in an underground temple littered with the bones of dragons. Beyond the prison, in a sea of molten lava, are the resting bones of a dragon of unfathomable size. That just sounds fun, doesn't it? All right, we did get 33k worth of souls there.
I can forge weapons for you.
Yeah, repair my stuff, please. Thanks.
You come back alive. I need your business.
At least he's honest. You holding any souls for me?
I was worried sick.
He always says that when you come back from a boss. Consume to gain a large number of souls. Certain demon souls transmute into magic, miracles, or weapons.
We are indebted to you.
I can forge weapons for you. Well, Ed's still up to his old ways, is he? Even the demons don't know what to do with him, hmm?
Oh, Ed's in the tunnel area. I don't think, yeah, we don't have anywhere near the materials for that.
So interesting. I can tell you're not going to last long.
Have you heard? If you are attacked by a demon, you will lose your humanity.
You don't say.
Horrible thought. Just what would happen then? I simply cannot fathom it. Massa.
So various people can, well, you can buy things obviously, but some of the people in here can use the actual boss souls that we get in order to forge or upgrade weapons. So I'm just checking with each of them.
You have your wits about you.
Eroded demon soul, generate a cloud of acid. Hard demon soul, what does this do? Spray of fire? No. We're not a magic user, so anything that's
I can still be patient.
anything that's going to be made into magic, we're probably just going to consume and get more experience, or not experience, get more levels off of it, so we'll buff our stats up a bit. It's a question of what we need to upgrade in terms of weapon. So the next area I think we're going to go to is the... I think it's going back to Upper Latria and fighting the boss there. Or, spoilers, boss is. That one's really tricky, and I don't know. We'll see how we do. But as far as items go, I don't think we need poison or plague healing. Do I need to store any of this stuff, or... Oh, okay, this is contributing to our item burden. We don't really need to hold any of this stuff. Unless we're actually needing it to forge weapons. That's goofy. Can't say I really expected that. As far as the next boss goes, we could use the Bastard Sword. You can't really block anything there. We could try the Moon Short Sword again as well, since that does do magic damage. And I'm fairly certain that they're weak to it. But they're mostly physical damage. So we'll grab our standard knight garb out of storage. And see how we can do.
We are in debt.
Before we actually do that, let's talk to... Where'd she go? Oh, she's literally right in front of my face.
I was worried sick. We are indebted to you.
Sorry, I'm trying to do like 3 things at once in my brain, and it's just not working. So, for you...
You have your wits.
Writhing Demon Soul. I think we'll consume the Writhing Demon Soul and maybe all 3 of these. I don't know. It's just a question of, is it is that each demon soul can be either a magic spell, it can be a weapon, or, you know, can it be both? That's why I'm kind of afraid to commit any of them so far. Another thing we can do... Hold on, I want to test something. Since he was talking about Ed, let's go pay him a visit. Ed is the other very similar looking blacksmith. Like, they're basically twins, I think. Not sure if they're supposed to be, but in terms of their character models, they are. And we're going to take this all the way to the bottom.
What do you need? If it be a blacksmith, then show me your steel. If not, then head straight for the door.
So you have an elevator, sir. We could actually upgrade this. Although it... How much does this increase? Although Moonlight Stone shards we don't really have otherwise, so let's just do that. Yeah, maybe twice. In case we have another boss that's weak to magic damage.
Demon souls, they're like powerful spirits. Some can even bless weapons. But doing so requires a powerful flame. Invigorated by a demon soul of scorching heat.
Uh-huh.
I told you that each ore has a grade. Mighty weapons can only be blessed by ores of the highest grade of all. All done.
Wait, did I put away the soul I just got? I mean, this is a soul of searing heat. Try fist. It's like I literally have it.
Yes, that's the one. A searing demon soul. With it I can forge new breeds of weapon. Bring me your most powerful souls.
Yes, I will happily give you the Searing Demon Soul.
A wise choice. You've done well to put your trust in the great blacksmith, Ed. Bring me a demon soul, and I shall use it to bless your weapon.
I'm just curious.
All done.
Well, he says bless your weapon, not necessarily give you a new weapon. So maybe we just bring him all... Maybe we just put all the souls into our inventory and come back. Because that'd be pretty sweet.
I was worried sick.
Alright, give me... Armor back up. Well, maybe not. There, 48.8. We can wear almost a full suit of armor and be able to roll.
I was worried sick.
Alright, so give me this, this. Basically, give me every boss soul that I have. And then we might also need to make a stop to 4-1 as well.
We are indebted to you.
So many things we can do. You look so bored.
Thou seekest, then touch the deep. Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel.
What do we want to do here?
Granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Like, strength endurance is pretty much just what I'm doing at this point. I can afford 2 points. How sad is that?
Art thou may thy strength.
We maybe should have, The question is, do we need the Demon Soul once the weapon is maxed out in terms of its stats, or can we just do it, you know, whenever? You know, it might just be the fact that, like, we can, like, once you have a weapon high enough in level, we can bless it, as he says.
If it be a blacksmith, then
Yeah, so it's literally just upgrades. Okay, so we don't have hardstone shards. This one, we don't have that either, so. Golden Demon Soul. Okay. You know what I wish we had is like an item box or something like that. So I don't have to keep running back and forth like this. We'll just bring every weapon we have. All right, Thomas, give me everything.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watching.
Well, maybe not everything. Morningstar, Rapier. Sure. It's the coolest weapon I have, and I can't use it. Feels bad, man. Uchigatana. Sure. I'm just trying to grab one of every... unique weapon that we have. I don't know. Because we have to have faith level 20 to use it, I think. Yeah, faith level 24. Which is a lot. So screw that one.
You have a heart of gold.
Alright, one more trip to here just to see what we can do. And then we'll move on. We'll pick something else to go to. So that was 2-2. Maybe we'll do 3-2. Which will be lots of fun. Some of the toughest boss fights in Souls games are the ones where you have to fight multiple. Historically, anyway. And I suspect this will be no different. Because trying to manage 2 enemies at once is a royal pain. All right, Ed. Let's have a chat.
Be obliged.
Baby's nail +1. 1 colorless demon soul. What does that do? Does it raise the plague chance? Like 180 from what? Okay, so it raises the plague chance from 120, or not chance, sorry. Plague effect from 120 to 180. Can't do that. Sharp. Blade stone shard, no. That's not anything special. Sharp, tearing, not unique. Those are just specific ones. Mercury stone shard. The Mercury rapier poisons things, so that's always lovely. Crushing great axe. Swollen demon soul. The meat cleaver. 26 strength requirement, 16 faith. We might have to just do that because it's a unique. Morningstar +1s, nothing special. Wing spear, nothing special. So that's it so far. So just the meat cleaver, which somehow transforms the club. A giant cleaver, forged from the soul of the Adjudicator demon. Identical to the Adjudicator's own weapon. It turns sinners into delectable cuts of meat. Also drains small amounts of HP from targets, perhaps a reflection of the Adjudicator's gluttonous nature. I think we need to work towards this. One thing I did not see was... Wait, can I forge that now? I can't use it, but I can forge it. Yeah. Let's just forge that now. And do that. Time for upgrading. Couldn't have said it better than myself. Okay, so we need strength level 24, so we could eat a couple of the other boss souls that were only for magic, I think. Like, this kind of feels like something that I would generally look up, but I don't want to do that. I feel like that would be a little bit cheap. And there's always, New Game Plus. if I ever want to come back. I think it was the eroded or the writhing that were dedicated to magic spells. Hello, my good sir.
You have your wit.
Writhing, hard, eroded are the three.
I am.
All right, let's do it. That's it? That's all we get? That's a good one. All right, a couple more levels. I don't think we'll get anywhere close. What did we need for the cleaver? Like 15? Six, 16 and 26. So 16 faith, 26 strength.
Then touch soul of the mind.
So 1 point for strength, so that will... Wait, no, 26 was what we needed.
Drawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be made.
Nice.
So the world might be made.
We'll spend all of it here. Let's not do all of it once. So we'll do 2 here, and then we'll put 1 more into strength. And that's all we can do right now.
Art thou may thy
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch.
All right. Hold on to all my stuff. I really wonder if we could plague the... we tried it, but it did not work at all. We'll try the Moon Sword first and see where that gets to. Spear we probably won't need. Should have upgraded the rapier too, but whatever. That's fine. This is good enough to start with, and I don't think I need a shield. Give me all of the spice. Give me the resin. Give me that. And we'll store those off. All right, and
You have a heart of gold.
grab a couple more little heals from patches up here, and then we'll just go on our way.
Well, we've long been.
Five of those, 1 of these.
Nice stuff, eh?
I don't want to know where you got it from, but it doesn't matter. All right, so we can go 47% like this. We can still roll. Yo, Demon Souls is the only reason I want a PS5. I mean, there's other reasons. Returnal was awesome. I mean, and then I'm also looking forward to Horizon and God of War as well. Obtain more souls while slaying enemies? Maybe. All right, Upper Latria. Hope I didn't forget anything at this point. We just did so much inventory management and other stuff. I beat Dark Souls 3 and then really wanted a PS5 for Demon Souls. No, it's understandable. Although it's kind of funny because it's effectively, in terms of the history of the games, you're kind of going back in time in that regard. So it's kind of interesting in that way. At least from a design perspective. Obviously, this is, completely rebuilt and has some quality of life things that were never present on the original release. Oh, wow. Of course. Of course I pulled them both. Ow. So I can't get both of you at the same time. So, you're saying did you like recently beat Dark Souls 3, Yems? A little while. Okay, I was saying it's been out for a while now, so I was just curious if you were just had just gotten around to it. Does anyone beat a Dark Souls game, or does the Dark Souls game beat them? That is a great question, Bandy. You have to be beaten by it several times before you get good. What? Oh, okay. That's dead. Yeah, you have to be broken by it first in order to beat it. So yes. Until you at least if you're playing for the first time, you have to reset your expectations on what's going to happen. That was the case for me, at least. Kind of mentioned it earlier, but yeah, I quit Dark Souls 2 for a month before I enjoyed the game. So that was my reality check. This dude. Redeem gains. Craft, I hate you. Not really. I've done this to myself. Goodbye. That was fantastic. That was the best outcome I could have hoped for. You've been Dark Souls or Demon Souls. Sent him straight to hell. Or, not him, it. We're just going to call it it. Here's the thing. If I Demon Souls did. Yes. I'll make one run at the boss and then I'll make good on that redemption. Is that fair? Or wait, you don't want to watch this. So I should probably do that first if I'm being fair. The only problem is if I get invaded during this. No, it's okay. Okay, I'll make one run at the boss. Because I'm in human form, it means I can be invaded. So I don't want to leave it unattended. Although the odds of them getting to me that quickly are pretty low. I don't know. Let's just go. Let's just go make our run at the boss and see how we get on with this. Resistance to bleeding. Restore MP over time. Why was that so delayed? Said you redeemed it, and then it says you redeemed it. Thanks, Stream Elements. You're so helpful. Outcome activated. Oh, let me watch this clip first. It says it twice for all of them. I figured out how to fix the raid one because it's a raid and a host at the same time. So that's that one duplicating. I turned the host portion off. For at least for Stream Elements. Goodbye. That was fantastic. That was probably the best outcome we could have hoped for there. Okay. I'll make the run at this boss and we'll see how we do. Can I cheekily equip this? And then we need spice on the belt. Okay, didn't get hit somehow. I'll take it. Oh, that was a little close for comfort. Are you Hull or Oates? I don't know yet. I was definitely thinking it though. Oh, fuck! What? Oh. Yeah, don't do that. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we didn't waste too much healing. That's about the only saving grace there. We got souls did. All right. Maybe we'll try to not be so cheeky when we get to the boss this time, and stay on the main bridge. But yeah, I am trying to actively promote some more fun stuff. That's not, like, overly disruptive to the game. Because there was a natural pause there, and we could switch scenes without doing that. And I'll just cut the when I'm editing this out for YouTube, I will cut it out of the VOD. Goodbye. They always go back to the center platform, and I don't understand why. Oh, that was almost scary. The lock-on system can do you very dirty if you're not careful. I could also equip the magical sharpness. I wonder if that only works for projectile-based spells. Does it say? Oop. Raises magic power, lowers magic defense. I don't know if that... I don't know if the attack that it does is that the green... I guess that's magic, so that might be a bad idea overall. Oh, really? When we have this out, that's kind of silly, but I get it. Yeah, let's just go. Hopefully we can send... Dang, these urns and boxes are fragile. I know. They did not build them with quality craftsmanship. Oh, fuck. Nope. I'm just gonna scoot on by you. How about that? Don't mind me. Just walking on by. Considering that I have basically half of my normal health without the cling ring equipped, that is an enemy that could actually one-shot you. So that's why I just ran past, because it's not worth the hassle. Okay, we'll start off with magic. We'll let the gauge fill. Yeah, we have the fragrant ring and the regenerator's ring on. We'll just unleash magic at it, at least for the first round, and then we'll go in with the moon sword and hope that does damage. All right. Although, like I said, like the fact that it takes so long makes it pretty useless in battle. That person's trying to help, and I don't want the help. I want to do it myself. Yeah, I really don't know what we should do here. We'll try magical sharpness. What the hell, why not? Sorry, person who wanted to do this co-op. Okay. Oh, don't do that. Good. Fuck. Got a little greedy on that one. Don't do that. Wow. Okay. Stop that. This might hurt. Fuck. Why do I keep greeting for that? Okay. Alright, time to run a little bit. Here comes its friend. Okay, that's the hurt one. Oh, come on. Can you play this whole game co-op with people? You can play large chunks of it. It's wherever somebody places their soul sign, I think. I haven't really done much of it, but most people just do it for bosses, I think. But I'm pretty sure you can play large chunks of it with a friend if you chose to do so. Okay, that was a pretty good run. We almost killed one of them. Like, I think if we kill one of them, we can run away enough to be effective. I just think I got a little bit greedy trying to kill that one. All right, well. Is it the same as Dark Souls 3? We have to beat the boss in the area before you can place your sign? Not sure, actually. I imagine it might be. That would kind of make sense. Thank you for the free souls. I don't know if a heavy hit will knock this off. No, it doesn't. Okay, with the bastard sword, they go flying. I'm just going to scoot on by. Nah. Although, if that thing continues to follow me, then perhaps that was a bad idea. Oh, it can't fit through the door. Perfect. That actually is perfect. Come on, turn around so I can backstab you and run away. So brave, right? I say either it's going to shoot at me or it's going to turn around. Oh, wrong way. I hate that enemy type so much. So much. Okay. Stone. And that and that. I didn't wait for my magic gauge to fully go like I did last time, but that's fine. Pow. Pow. Lucky I didn't get hit there. Time to spice. Okay. Fortunate. Oh, I wish I could cancel my spell there. That's spooky. Okay. I'm confused. Spice. I don't know if the second one is time-based or damage-based. Fuck. Okay. Here goes the second one. I say, and it's behind me. That is probably the worst outcome we could have gotten. Did that just... I'm confused. Yeah, it feels like it's time-based. Oh, come on. Heal. Thank you. God, we're getting all turned around. I'm trying to get it lined up so a weaker one comes at me. I thought I used spice. I guess I didn't. Well, it counts. Run away. Aw, I felt it. I felt it coming. I still got hit, but I think it was just a glancing blow. That works. I was gonna say, if I got hit by that, I'd be a little bit upset. Oh shit, we're out of magic. Time to switch to sword, I think. I knew I was gonna get hit. What the fuck? Okay, That's not a good pattern. Heal. I'm gonna hate this boss. Because it can end just like that. You could be absolutely destroying, and it just goes. Alright, I think I will take another short break here. That way we can come back with renewed resolved. Me too when I eventually get this. Yeah, this is that's just annoying. Like, I understand like when you get hit and you don't dodge properly or something like that. I'm okay with that. But when the game is being cheap and you just like, oh nope, you just get punted off the level. Goodbye. Especially due to the amount of resources. So we're just gonna use the sword this time, nothing else. So if I had an appropriate ring to use that, actually, magical sharpness might. If it combines with the sword, then even better. But yeah, 3 heals is gonna be fun to do this with. We're a little bit low on heals, so we might have to do some grinding for some souls, but should be pretty doable. And then we will buy all of the late moon grasses we could conceivably imagine. At least that's the thought anyway. Ah, why did I trigger both? Yeah, we're just running through. Didn't even know you'd streamed Apex or Warzone. I streamed Warzone fairly consistently for like, I want to say last winter for like a few months. Apex was a few times. I haven't been back in a while. Apex was really hard. Well, one, it was hard to time everything up because it was squads of 3, so like there would always be like an odd person out. And then the fact that the whole grind to unlock characters model, I wasn't really too happy with. Warzone was a good time. That kind of stopped. Oh, God. God damn it. I knew that was coming. And that's why we don't take that enemy head on. You get shot in the back. Meaningless death, though. I shouldn't have left for so long. Missed some good content. That's okay. Warzone had its fun time, and then that stopped pretty much due to it being overrun with cheaters. So, then I started playing single-player stuff again. Also, Warzone for me typically didn't draw a lot of viewers as well, since it's so popular. Stopped playing Warzone when they added the Cold War stuff. So I stopped for a while after they did, because I was like, they didn't change the map, they didn't do anything interesting with it. Like, I'm not grinding all these guns for a game for like for weapons I don't care about. So I've done like half of the relevant Cold War weapons, I'd say. And then I picked it back up. I've played a little bit offline not too long ago. 0 souls retrieved. Good job. Cold War stuff was too much for my PS4. Good thing I have my 2 terabytes now. Yeah. The sad thing is that you need that large of a drive just to contain Warzone. Can you not, man? Just go away. Let's try sprint past him. Turns around like, what just happened? Yeah, there was a time when Warzone was fun. But that time has passed, it would seem. Although the rumor is that they're going to work on a sequel of sorts to it. So, I don't know. We'll maybe revisit it at that point. Because if for nothing else, it's a good social game to play with friends. Hello, Jay Shadows. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day or night, depending on your time in the world. And thanks for stopping in. Okay, let's do this again. Go ahead and throw that on the belt. I don't think I'll need it. Night's been decent. How are you? Pretty good. It's obviously Friday, so I'm pretty happy to be into the weekend. As I work all week. And then I put myself into Demon Souls. Somehow that doesn't make sense, but here we are. Alright, melee strats. Makes perfect sense. That actually does work. Please just glitch and die. That would be funny. Yeah, currently hitting my head against the wall with this boss, but that is the part of it. We've come back and this boss still sucks. Ooh. Almost a bad roll. Ooh. That was stupid. Alright, let's heal, maybe? Is this supposed to Archstone you're doing? No, so, I've been kind of spreading it around a bit. So I've gotten most of like the first and second areas of each Hearthstone done. Okay, good. Yeah. No, I'm not just ramming my head against the wall. I did that the first time through this area, I'll admit. And then I realized it was not the time. It was not the time to be here. Alright, let's not get yeeted off the level. But yeah, it seemed to make sense to round robin a lot of the That was a lucky dodge. That was a very stupid move. I don't. Fine. Just trying to get out. Heal. I say I don't like this. Thankfully, we didn't get knocked off. That's still okay. Stop fighting my mom. Hey, she came at me, Craft. Okay, where? What? Interesting. Can you just land? No? Of course, you land over here, where I don't want you to be. They're just as confused as I am right now. Hit and run tactics. Hit and run. I really want to kill the one with the broken tail. I would love to. So I can't see the other one, so therefore we have to run. Yeah, that was unfortunate spacing. That was fortunate. So close, come on. Fuck. Maybe? Okay, there's one. And that's the man-eater boss. I would be mad, but that has happened multiple times now, so. What build are you going for? Mostly strength. I'll actually just show you what I've got. Although, we did just forge the, what you calls it? think it's the meat cleaver. So I'm kind of wanting to use that. So we just need like 2 strength points and 1 more for faith. Mind if I suggest a weapon? I'm gonna say no at this point. But thank you for asking. I do appreciate that. It seemed like I'm not sure if that was hitting any harder than something like the Bastard Sword would. Because I've tried Poison, I've tried Plague, I think I've even tried a blunt weapon, and none of them have really been all that effective. It's all just, it seems to be nothing, so. Maybe we'll give it a run with the big boy sword and go from there. Although, if I do this one more, yeah, I think I've got... I'm curious if black pine resin works. It might. I've not yet tried fire. But considering that a different boss was weak to fire, odds maybe not so great. We are too thick now. Oh shit. Hold on. He got all sorts of confused. Yeah, we're too thick. And we're dead, but it doesn't matter. Can't lose souls if you don't have any to begin with. Mind if I ask what bosses you completed and say if you were here possibly early? You don't have to just question. I fully understand you wanted a purely blind playthrough. No, I'll be happy to. Here, let's go back to the Nexus real quick, just so I can speak intelligently to that. And thank you for the follow as well. So we got here, Tower Knight and whatever the heck, the Phalanx and the Tower Demon. Here, we just killed the Flamelurker. I think that was what I went to before going back to 3-2. So Spider and Flamelurker dead. And then, obviously, I'm at 3-2 there. Here, I only killed the Adjudicator. And on 5, I killed the Leechmonger and the Dirty Colossus. Why am I trying to do it from memory when it's clearly right here? Score 1 for memory, though. Okay, wow, interesting. Interesting in a good way or a bad way. I mean, obviously you don't have to answer that, but... I want to save stuff, but maybe shouldn't. Yeah, if you feel like it's in question, then probably best to not. Like where I tend to make exceptions is if like I'm like gonna waste my time running back. Can I say to try a certain archstone? Yeah, that's fine. Because that boss is still a pain in the ass at this point. So try 2-3. We can do that. I'm pretty open to going anywhere in that regard. What do I need to do? I need to get my weight down. That's what I need to do. Which I need to get rid of the burrow armor.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch. You have a heart of gold.
I don't have a heart of gold. That is just lies. 27... Actually, might be better than... Actually, that works. We get just under. And we can get rid of the sharpness ring, and we can use the cling ring. Before you do, are you trying to do 100%? I assume not on their first playthrough, but no, I'm not. Especially for a streamed playthrough, I don't think I'm gonna spend, you know, probably 60 hours plus trying to get everything. If by 100% you mean like all the items and whatnot. Yeah, all achievements. Yeah, I don't really care much for achievements. I'll take a look at it after the fact, or just take a look at the list after I clear the game once. Did we leave any items in this room? I can't remember. I don't think we did. Ah, yes, the Flamelurker. Do you want to know how world tendency works? I just know that white means it's easier, I think. Yeah, I saw that 5 was glowing. Then that's actually the first time I've ever seen that. Oh. Well. Alright. Well, that's fun. That's a nice entrance. And immediately dead. But this kind of looks like a gimmick boss. Because it's too large to be functional. Like, what's the name of the boss I'm thinking of? Ceaseless Discharge is the name I'm thinking of from Dark Souls 1. Kind of has that feel to it. Who knows? Ooh, what's that? Read message, try shield. Well, I need you to punch through here, sir. Not through there. I assume I need to get him to punch me through here. Let's do this. Do I have the... No, I don't have the kite shield with me, which we might need to go back and get. Otherwise, I'm not really losing anything by doing this. Pow! No, not there. Here. Well, he punched here. Alright, if I can't dodge it, I'll just take the shield and come back. Or I'll come back with the shield. That would be the better way to describe it. I didn't even realize. I mean, the other option is that just I wait for it to punch here, and then I hit its hand a bunch. Yeah, if we're even in that room. Interesting. Come on, do it again. Damn it, I always guess wrong. I will not be messaging in chat very often from now on for this stream. Sounds good, Yams. Appreciate you lurking around, regardless. Even if you're not chatting, that goes for everybody pretty much. Even if you're not chatting, your presence always appreciated. I'm gonna grab the shield.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watching.
It's time to do some science. Which Kite Shield does 100% damage reduction on physical.
You have a heart of gold.
Don't know if the magic sword is the one I want, though. May I say something? Let me science this a bit more. You got this? Appreciate the vote of confidence. Yeah, technically the Kite Shield does 100% physical resist, but against something that large, not so sure. I've been in soul form for so long. He got by a phantom. Is it going against the dragon god? We shall see. Yeah, we will find out. That's the fun of it. You have to do the required science. If it does block, I will be surprised, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I would like a lot of this stuff. I wouldn't put it past a Souls game to be like that. Nope. That's a hard nope. The funny thing is, like, this, literally the entire room. Punch it again. Do it. How about over here? Want to punch this one? No? No interest. Are you broken? Oh, he just didn't see me. Interesting. He's not broken. He just doesn't want to punch over here. keep rolling back to the middle. How's it going, buddy? It's going okay. Although, in terms of actual progress, beaten one boss this stream, so not as successful as the previous one, but I was kind of expecting that. One-shotting 2 bosses in the last stream was not something that was ever going to be replicated, I don't think. Just need to figure out the right pattern for this. So he seems to come back to the middle, so let me... Are you really at the... Okay. We could almost hit him in the hand. What good will that do? Who knows? But I'm going to figure this out eventually. Oh, he brings his other hand over. Interesting. What would he do? May I say something? Yeah, no, please let me struggle for a bit. I think, I think that's okay. I don't, I've gotten through the rest of most, or actually I've gotten, as far as I've gotten right now without any hints, any real hints, so. I'd like to keep going that way. That's impressive. In my cynical brain, it's like I kind of dumbed into it. Is this your first Souls game? No, this is, well, technically my 4th. My order through all of them was Dark Souls 2. Then I played. Let's see. I'm trying to put this in order because I'm trying to think of when Dark Souls Remastered came out versus when 3 came out. Actually, let's look that up. Yeah, so I want to say I played 2, 3, Dark Souls Remastered, and then now we're here. So, well, and also if you want to get super technical about it and talk about FromSoft games, I've also played Sekiro. got to play Bloodborne. I have Bloodborne, and this is going to sound like I don't know. I hate sounding like Mr. PC gamer, whatever, elitist, but like the fact that Bloodborne doesn't run at 60 FPS, it makes it hard to play for me. But yeah, yeah. See, you even know what I was gonna say. It's almost experience ruining for me because I know how I know how good it could be because I love the aesthetic of the game. I like all the systems that are in place. Like I've enjoyed like all of that stuff, but like I just want the game to feel smooth. It's kind of like and I'm not saying that it's exactly like it, but it's kind of like playing through the original Dark Souls after you've already played like Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I understand I played it today again, and yeah, it hurts going from something like Demon Souls to Bloodborne. Yeah, it's just something you have to commit to, and if they don't end up releasing Bloodborne in a better format, I'll probably end up doing it anyway. But yeah, it's like we dumbed into it and then died. This is also a common experience with my channel, is that I try to think too far ahead and try and be too smart for the game. Instead of just hit the fucking thing. I'm an idiot. One thing you can't answer, I will say, is that if I have a heavier sword, will it break that barrier quicker, or is it just multiple hits? Okay. Got it. So we can science that out. Because something like the Mercury Rapier could hit it real quick, like 3 times, you know? Or like something even smaller. I don't need to get too crazy, like with taking like a dagger. Yeah, let's science that real quick. Actually, what's quicker? Roughly the same. Okay, let's go look. Don't mind me. Oh, what? I don't think that hit me. Welcome to Souls game hitboxes. There's also the possibility that I could just run back and let it punch and then go again. So, my own impatience. Trying to speedrun it. Yeah. Slow your roll. We're speedrunning our deaths. Although, like I said, it's not costing me anything, so I can do this, all I want, and it won't matter. Maybe a tiny bit of weapon degradation, but nothing we can't recover from Or and armor degradation, that too. But considering that we're dying in one punch, I assume we're not losing too much. Dragon God, one punch. One punch dragon. One boink. Oh, well, I rolled into that. Run! Oh, that was stupid. Okay. That was something. Just move your hand, dude. That's all I need. The Dragon God Gauntlet of bullshit. Although again, stop speedrunning it. I need to bait out a punch first. Also, I'll assume something. On the same token, I'm imagining this is not hittable. Yeah. Okay. Just confirming. Okay, punch here again. Move your hand. Fuck. Even knowing how to do it is still annoying. I guess that makes me feel a little bit better. But like I said, this is, what, 2011 boss design? I assume they didn't alter it too much. It's the exact same. Yeah, now would be the correct time to go. Or now. Actually, punch here again. Maybe it's hit it once, back off, do it again. But no, I think Bluepoint, so far, I think Bluepoint did a really good job with this. Not knowing the source material, excuse me. Like, it looks pretty for what it is. Why did I think that would work? Can I say something, not tell you how to beat it? Yeah, as long as it's not like giving me strategy on what I'm doing. I guess. You could tell me you're completely wrong in this sense on what I'm. Okay, punch there. Bop, bop. Well, I questioned it would be, so I'll keep it to myself. No worries. Like I said, it's as long as you ask first, Alright, so we'll do this. What? Now move your hand. Run. Oh, we were through. We were through. That's not the correct answer, though. I don't want to spend a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes until I at least kind of know what I'm doing. It does suck getting one hit, though. I mean, if you really wanted to cheese it out, I could run all the way back to the beginning and regain health. Oh. Yeah, as soon as you go to hit that once, it gears up, it grabs and then gears up a punch. Okay. Punch there. I go here. Yeah, it seems like runaway is the correct answer to that. There's no way we're getting through there. At least not in one cycle. I'll be back in a few minutes. You got this? Sounds good. Yeah, hopefully I've made some progress. So he's going to bait me over there. Still not it. Or, okay. So break it, but don't try and go through and run back again. We'll try that. Because in theory, it has nothing to grab after that point. But that theory could be totally wrong. The Mercury Rapier is so weak on durability. Bop, bop. Bait here, run back. Yeah, we have to be on a dead-ass sprint. Unless it's not going to punch itself in his hand. Maybe that's it. Don't run, just back up. Doubtful, but worth a shot. You have to exhaust all the stupid answers first. Alright, bring your hand back. Nope, still dead. Which it didn't even hit anywhere close to that. Okay, back to the hit it once, run away strat. Take it out. We are so close to getting through there. I think I could be a little bit quicker, or just figure out how far I need to go back. That way it makes it a shorter run when it moves its hand. Or just fake again. Alright, you're gonna put your hand back. Oh, we're dead. As soon as I didn't do that properly. Like, I can't even tell where it's punching, honestly. It almost might be better just to, like, stand there and watch exactly where it hits. Because I'm probably, like, missing the safe spot. Unless it's just literally run back to the middle. Here, let's fully armor, because why not? See if that makes a lick of difference. Rolling doesn't seem to do shit. Okay, got that. Nope, still one shot. Okay. Also, exactly 50. We're still a little slow on the roll, I think. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Back to bashing piles of stone. This seems really silly, but New moongrass. Sounds interesting. Oh, operate, please. Down the stairs we go. Two more stones. Okay, is it actually gonna hit? Uh-oh. Run! Oh! Okay. A new gauntlet. Recover all HP. Definitely don't want to waste that if we're going to get one shot no matter what. Hello, Copper Cola. Hope you're having a good day or night. Welcome in. Welcome to me trying to figure out the Dragon God boss. This is my first playthrough, so I'm trying to do it mostly blind, so no spoilers, please. But glad you found the channel, and welcome. I'm good, just getting smacked down by the Flamelurker. I've tried like 50 times. Well, that's the fun of Souls, isn't it? The Flamelurker probably took me, I'll say like 6 times. Like 6 serious attempts. The one I was screwing around going for the items in the arena because I was curious what they were. So, I don't know if I count that one as a legitimate attempt. Why did I backstep? Alright, go back. One hit, run away. Another hit, run away. Backstep's so cool, right? Move your hand. Move your hand. It was stylish, wasn't it? Yeah, the next question is this section... is this next section timed or not? Or is there like a safe haven we need to run back to? Sort of deal. This is kind of recoiling in pain. This is so fun to watch. Watch somebody else suffering in idiocy. There's got to be a safe spot. Because it's just standing there until I do something. I think it was when I broke this. Okay, so it makes a swipe all the way through, and maybe I need to stop in the middle. No, it coats like the entire area. So maybe we just need to be faster. But it seems to, you know, kind of complain until we get to that last one, or second to last one. I hope you defeat the Flamelurker Capricola if you're still listening. Took a little bit of getting used to. Well, once I kind of understood it, you could cheese it a little bit. I probably should have attempted to go hit the other side. Oh well. One hit. You have magic, the Flamelurker is much easier. Yeah, I definitely felt that. I think I used what little magic I have in the winning run. I'll be right back. Sounds good. I will try to figure out this next little fun gauntlet. I don't think it matters if we put, even if I put all of my burrower armor back on. We can certainly try, but I don't think it's going to matter much. Your hand. I get too drunk, come back, and you're fighting a god. Go figure. The only progress tonight has been Flamelurker. I made a couple attempts against the Man-Eaters, which my successful run ended in me just getting bopped off the level, so hooray. Oh, okay. Well, under its arm seemed like a good hiding spot. Is this your second attempt against Dragon Boy? Oh, this is like a ton of attempts. I wasn't even doing it right from the get-go. I was too stupid. Well, actually, no. Let me put it this way. I was trying to do 4D chess. Oh, Crafty dropped to 4th place now. Through all your redemptions. back. I wanted to talk about that and a few things, but it's technically a spoiler, so after game. Sounds good to me. What happened while I was gone? We are trying to learn the pattern of the fire. The area under its arm seems safe, so that's my current thought. That's not the right spot at all. I was one short. Duh. Idiot. Duh. Okay. We've at least gotten an idea. I know this is old already, but can I say something that might make life easier? Please don't. I'm gonna ram my head into the wall. Good luck. Thank you. I will dumb into it eventually. I wanted to tell him like 500 things. I know it's painful. It sucks, but you'll take away the EA trademark pride and accomplishment. Yes, we've not had to employ the safe word very often. I figure that's when there's lots of people in chat. God damn it. I didn't run. I needed to cross that threshold, and then I didn't get there. It's wonderful to watch another person struggle against the void. Yeah, I've been on both sides of that coin in terms of this game, and I'm trying to think of another one that I was watching. I think I was watching somebody try and do like the last fight of Metroid Dread, and I'm just like, no, do this. Craft has been following for 1 year, 9 days, and 2 hours. Is that it? I thought it was longer than that. Although my pandemic, clock is all messed up. As is everybody else's. I get it. Having me around feels longer. Precisely. No, break it. Fuck it. Nope, I'm just gonna run back. If we're unsure, we just run back. Push the button. I think I only joined Twitch in December 2020. That would make sense. Yeah, no, it's probably actually accurate, and that's... Well, it has to be accurate. All the fun of chance meetings. Nope, still got hit. How did we not get hit last time? I'm sure I unfollowed a few times. Like, this guy's a dick. I don't want anything to do with him. Probably prayed to the dragon god. Well, I did it the first try. Okay, so. Again, just either keep running or... Yeah, because he swipes from my left to the right, so... Peepo leave. That's... Thank you for reminding me. That's actually the emote I needed to add to better Twitch TV. Quick one tap. Got away. Hopefully I have enough stamina to get through here. I should. So as soon as we hit the one to the middle, we book it. Oh, we're out of stamina. Fuck. You gonna do it again? Now I'm curious. Harpoon numero dos. He's gonna bite me, isn't he? Beware of the enemy's fire. Thanks. Can't break it. Really? Where's your determination? I don't know. Not with a pokey weapon. I knew that was coming. I got set on fire one time, so I don't know if that's like for all of it. You done? Stop it. So like all of this just feels like a giant troll. You did that fight 50% wrong. Now I'm impressed. Or I'm impressed. Hey, you know what? If your answers are dumb enough, they can eventually be right. Now the real Demon Souls begins, as every other sign in the game tells me. Legendary Warrior Soul. Can I tell you now? Yes. Now you can tell me. This would be the appropriate time to tell me. You can hide behind pillars. See, I tried that. Probably for the fire. Unless you just mean for the fire. Because we were still getting punched behind them, too. It's probably less obvious with the graphical improvements and how the flame looks. Yeah, it was... I mean, none of this seemed, like, obvious to me. And the OG was kind of the only way to go. Gotcha. You had already been spotted when its eyes turn red. Yeah, I didn't even look up at that. Touch. Even though there's nothing there. That's one of the 5 big boys, though? Oh, so... okay. Interesting. Also, you've obtained the soul of an archdemon. Thick, colorless fog shall oppress you no more. So, there's our archdemon. So, we can go into 1-3 now, if we want to. The Path of Two ends here. Alright, so I'm going to, really quickly, I'm going to cycle this, and then I'm going to go run back up to the second turret to get the bug. Archdemon is Primal Bonfire, so I just screwed myself. Well, actually, no, it's not really that far to come back, so not a problem. Also, may I say something about the start? About that fight, or... Depends on the context, I would say. Yeah, you can say, like, so now that the boss is dead, you can say whatever you want about this, you know, specific fight. Unless it's, like, you know... Alright, Mr. Bug, I'm coming for you. Pure clearstone chunk. It's really hard to screw yourself in this game, like screw it up. Master's Ring. The item, this other sword that's in here, is the answer soul tendency. Yeah, okay. If it's glowing, then I assume we would be able to go through there, but... Because we've seen that in other places. Now, to get it to pure white, meaning... I don't know how, that's just random. No, I get how the mechanic works. So basically, if it's shiny, we can come back. But how to get it to that point, I don't know, or if it's just random. That's what we'll figure out. Why am I running all the way back? Because I'm an idiot. Okay, back to the Nexus.